One of the hot-button topics in the 2012 election that no one really expected to be a topic was the issue of rape. The website I linked to further down on this site, Days Without a GOP Rape Mention, has a timeline of rape mentions going back to 1988, but it's really within 2012 that the number of rape mentions dramatically increases. But it's not just a mention of rape that keeps appearing, it's this move to redefine rape. So rape becomes for Todd Akin legitimate rape. Paul Ryan and Todd Akin together co-sponsor a bill to limit federal funding for abortion only in cases of forcible rape. And Connecticut Senate hopeful Linda McMahon suggests that medication should only be available to victims of emergency rape. These new categories of rape as legitimate, forcible, and emergency suggest these politicians are questioning a woman's autonomy over her own body. By needing to define rape as forcible, legitimate, a state of emergency, these politicians are stating that there are instances of rape where it is not forced, not legitimate, not an emergency. There is a cultural assumption that a number of rapes are a misunderstanding or a woman's revenge. The sex begins as consensual, but then for whatever reason, she changes her mind and consensual sex is now rape. Representative Roger Rivard's statement that some girls rape easy also reinforces this idea of rape. A woman's privacy is violated as soon as she claims rape. Her autonomy over her body is challenged, her authenticity to the claim. A rape kit and medical testing are necessary to support her claim, and this testing suggests that there is a fundamental distrust of women to be authentic under these circumstances. As many feminists have noted, there is a culture of victim blaming. Any indiscretion in the past or provocation on a woman's part may result in the dismissal of rape charges because she was asking for it. Ultimately, these new definitions of rape open women up to public scrutiny, making a very private matter of a woman's sexuality extremely public and open to the state's gaze, and continuing to challenge her autonomy. McMahon's emergency rape brings to mind the state of exception from Agamben. This state of exception allows for more state control because there is a perceived threat to public security. By classifying rape as an emergency, that is an exception to the normal rule of law, the government is then vindicated by the need to secure its citizens to take exceptional action that may normally violate an individual's privacy and autonomy. In this case, through legislation to intervene and determine when a rape is legitimate, forcible, and qualifies as an emergency. Aside from the state's need to regulate and control the body, the proliferation of rape mentions also suggests the belief that the female body is impervious to rape. The ability of the reproductive system to shut down if it is a legitimate rape as opposed to consensual sex. This suggests that women who do become pregnant after rape were not actually rape victims. The female body is responsible for preventing pregnancy. There's very little mention of how rape or unwanted pregnancies, regardless of situations, can be stopped through the use of preventative or emergency contraception. The responsibility of rape and any pregnancy resulting from that is solely on the shoulders of the victim. This ties into Holloway's notion that privacy and autonomy are experienced differently by different bodies, in this case, ungendered bodies. These politicians also attempt to use medical discourse as justification for their extreme beliefs regarding rape, pregnancy, and abortion. Republican Representative Joe Walsh stated in a debate that there was no exception to an abortion ban, even for the life of the mother, because, quote, with modern technology and science, quote, you can't find one instance of a woman's life being endangered. As Nicholas Rose writes, medical jurisdiction extends to the administration of reproduction, the assessment and government of risk. So for Joe Walsh and other politicians who believe that women's bodies could magically shut down pregnancy, medicine is used to justify their extreme stance on abortion. If there's no risk for the mother according to medicine, there's no need for an abortion. It doesn't matter that there are no studies to support these statements, but the fact that these politicians continue to return to medicine in order to justify their views suggests that medicine is not neutral, but ideologically informed and is intricately tied with state regulation and control over bodies, particularly the bodies of women and minorities.